Hey guys, welcome back to Brentford Fan TV. I am Freddie.
And I'm Ben, and today's video is going over every Maupay incident or moment that we could think of. So, should we get into it?
Yeah, the first one we could think of was Neal Maupay versus Chelsea. And so it was very simple. He's warming up on the sidelines and he just knocks the ball away from Palmer's feet before the free kick. It's such a small thing, but he got a yellow card for it.
Yeah, there's a typical Maupay thing to do. Is get booked before even coming on the pitch for something like that.
How do you get booked while warming up? But yeah. And then also at the end of the game, he had Robert Sanchez's shirt on, and I was like, I don't know how he got it, but I feel like after he's just got an assist and taunted Chelsea a bit, how's he got the other team's goalkeeper's kit? But
yeah, especially after the way we scored that final goal as well.
yeah, on the counter attack. Next up is Martinez and Maupay. Now this was in the 2-1 defeat to Aston Villa at home, and it started off with Maupay running into Martinez, and Martinez just toppled over really easily. And then Martinez did the same thing to Maupay, and then Maupay then toppled over really easily, and then Martinez tried to pull him up by the scruff of the shirt.
Yeah, that shirt pull should have really got him sent off because he already had a yellow.
Yeah, and it was like two shithouses just going head to head, and just
Two
having
biggest in the game.
Yeah, probably, yeah, especially right now. And so it was just quite funny to see them clash and how it turned out. But nothing really happened in the end. It was quite tame.
Yeah, and then next we have Spurs away. There's quite a lot with this one. And it all starts with Maupay scoring a goal, going over to the camera and throwing a dart like that.
Yeah,
which set off Maddison.
Yeah, so he just copied Maddison's celebration. And I'm surprised at how much it seemed to annoy Maddison as he was talking to him after the celebration. Maupay probably said something else, but it really sort of kick-started that Spurs comeback. But I mean, the shithousery continued then online, where in the post-match interview, Maddison said Maupay copied his celebration because he doesn't score enough goals to have his own celebration. And then Maupay said online he has more career goals than Maddison and less relegations.
Yeah.
It's just very interesting because it's like he didn't have to go online, but he just had to get the last laugh, didn't he?
He did it. It's just typical Maupay. The next Maupay moment of the season was really in that Man City game where he was going up to Walker saying some things. What was he saying?
He was giving him similar abuse to what we were giving him from the crowd. Just saying stuff like you can't see your kids, this and that, and it did rightfully so wind up Walker quite a lot. Walker was complaining to the referee, but there wasn't much the referee can do. And then the next moment was West Ham away, and it was kind of Maupay versus Kevin Nolan. What happened?
So Maupay waited outside the referee's office for the second half, and him and Kevin Nolan had an altercation.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin Nolan isn't the type of person you want to sort of go head to head with. He's quite a rough guy,
especially someone as small as Maupay.
And then after the second half, before the second half, there was a bit of they were being split up by a couple of players, and you could just see Maupay on the pitch sort of laughing it off. And I'm sure it was in the end all in good spirit, but Kevin Nolan did seem a bit frustrated that Maupay was waiting outside the referee's office.
This next moment didn't happen on the pitch, but online, and it happened after Dunk scored a last-minute equaliser versus Everton. What exactly happened here?
Yeah, so Brighton got that last-minute equaliser versus Everton, and then Dunk then posted on Instagram just happy about scoring, and then Maupay then commented on Dunk's post saying, "My skipper," and then the love heart eyes emoji, which is very interesting considering he's on loan from Everton, and he said that about his parent club.
Yeah, but I do also understand that Dunk was his captain while he was at Brighton, so it can make sense. Yeah, but still,
I think it makes it. I understand him supporting Dunk, but why would he say that about his parent club? I do think was he thinking when he did that? Because he must know that there's going to be some kind of repercussions from the Everton fans say, which I'm sure he upset quite a lot by doing that.
Yeah, it's strange Maupay behaviour.
Yeah.
Yeah, this next move's from the Man United game where Maupay seemed to be having an altercation with McTominay, which then led to, after the game, Maupay posting a picture of McTominay pulling his shirt saying, "Some fan wanted my shirt." And Yeah, that kicked off from there.
And then Luke Littler then tweeted saying, "This guy talks more than he scores." And then Maupay responded to Luke Littler's tweet saying, "Talk about big fish," which is quite funny because he's a 17-year-old kid. He might have been 16 at the time.
Yeah, he probably was.
But he's a big fish, to be fair. And the final Maupay antic moment was against Pope in the final game of the season. Maupay seemed to just unnecessarily leave a challenge on Pope, and Pope seemed very unhappy about it. He then went over, chased Maupay, and just started to start a fight, but they got split up, of course. And I don't really know what happened and why Pope reacted that much. I'm willing to accept that Maupay probably said something to provoke him,
Did, yeah.
but I think overall it was a very Maupay way to the last thing he does with us was to get a yellow card.
Although Maupay uses all of his effort on the pitch to wind up the opposition, off the pitch he seems like a genuine nice guy. Just take that video of him with the takeaway bumping into two fans across the road. Like it seemed like a nice meeting.
And we know he does lots of good things off the pitch with the Penguins team, and he dedicated one of his celebrations to them, and he spends lots of days with them every now and then, and it's great for them, great for him, and I think he is a great person. And I'd say, as all Brentford fans, I think I can speak for most Brentford fans where I say we all wanted him to stay for another season, even as backup, and I'm sure Maupay would have been very happy to stay as backup. He posted that video online saying that he'd be leaving, unfortunately, and he's very sad to. And so I do wish that we did keep him for another year.
Yeah, we will miss him here at Brentford.
And this has been almost like a tributary video to Neal Maupay.
And that's all we could think of Maupay's antics. If you've got any more, please tell us. And
yeah, and just thank you, Neal Maupay, for a great season, and thank you for watching.